Howdy, gang. We are probably, maybe, maybe slash probably, going to finish up West of Loathing today, and then I'll immediately start playing it again as a different class, Bean Slinger. So, the plan, I think... Oh, that's right. I'm in here. I'm trying to get some jelly beans rescued. It seems like the third part... Each part of the game has been skippable in some way by just spending a bunch of meat. And that's, I guess, what I'm going to do for this third section is skip it, and then on the next character, maybe I'll go back and do it. For right now, are we all set? I have a bunch of EXP that I could use, and I guess I'm gonna boost Fan... It feels so bad to put extra points into Fan Hammer, because it's the tiniest little bit of extra damage, right? I might be better off... What gives me more hit points? Grit does. Grit seems like a better investment than pretty much anything else, unless I also didn't notice this. I can brew up... I forgot that I had... Oh, what's good medicine? Oh, it's just heal yourself. Do I have the ability to make things from, for example, snake stuff? I forgot that I have this. Okay. One of the rare books that does not disappear upon reading. I thought that I collected, Oh, it's in my briefcase full of snakes. I get it. I thought maybe this was how I made... Alright, since I guess I don't get how potionology works, I'm not gonna bother. We will just up my grit, is the plan. Well, what's your plan for dealing with this horror? Talk to it, yank a goblin off the pile and fight it, pop 3 off and fight them, same again except 5 of them. Alright. I think we already tried. But not looking like you're eating them. A jar is still full. What? Eating? Fruit rocks not for eating. Fruit rocks just for looking at. You just looking at them? Not fitting through floor hole. Can't leave room. Fruit rocks only entertainment being. Good grief, that's sad. Gotta help them out. Okay, how about I teaching you something else for entertaining? Something better than fruit rocks looking at? Okay, sounding good. I agreeing. I not certain. What being better than fruit rocks looking at? Was that it? Do I not have to fight any of them? Because it was saying that I had to fight 10 in order to defeat them and get the jelly beans. You pull out a spare deck of cards and pick a couple handfuls of cactus spines off the floor to use as poker chips and give the goblins a quick poker playing tutorial. Once they get themselves arranged so they can't see each other's cards, they take to it pretty quickly. Excellent. All I needed was Hornswoggling 1. Wow. The goblin pile is /R too focused on their game to notice you taking the jelly beans, and it was a fair trade, so they're yours now anyway. Green apple jelly beans. It's a jar of inexperienced apple-flavored jelly beans. Judge Roybean will be thrilled to get it back. Nice. There was one challenge in here that I still don't know how I beat. Now, because these come in threes, he's going to give us a third thing to do. How you doing on them jelly beans, kid? Got 'em. Wonderful. Good job, kid. Looks like they're all here, too. The goblins didn't eat any? It's a long and weird story. Well, never mind then. You've done a swell job, kid. I got one more jar of jelly beans missing. They was stole by a gang of damn hippies. Why'd they take them? Heck, who knows what a hippie's thinking? All I know is they took off headed south, a little bit west. South and a little bit west. Shroom Cave. Oops. Oh, nice! The price is going down as I help him, so very good. One other thing that I remembered just before I started the stream is that I never went back to the circus to see if there's a way into the main attraction now that I've slept once or twice. Stankabove is going down, obviously. Really? Huh. That's surprising. I don't need to do anything else, do I? Lucky bottle cap. I wonder if I need more than one ticket. Is that... Oh, I do get other things. Neat. Neat. Alright, let's just... I can probably do this one too. Oh, cool, they give little things. Things that would be useful for whatever. +4 moxie, +4 pistol attack damage. I probably should have done that earlier. Okay, yeah, rather than 6 pistol, let's get 4 pistol, 4 moxie. Well now, this is as fine a stuffed toy cat as you've ever seen, at a traveling carnival, in the woods miles from anywhere. This big plush owl is pretty impressive for a carnival game loot. The eyes might even be real glass. This toy stuffed bear is not what you'd call quality, but it's about the best you'll ever get from a carnival game. Nice job. But I really want to go in. And it doesn't seem like there's anything else. Did all of this. Clown wart pollen. Wow, that's super good. That's probably the best spleen item we've seen so far, which would make sense because it was a foraging 3. This is a little pile of shimmering pollen from the northern clownwort flower, which some scientists claim is the source of all clown power. You swallow the pollen and immediately feel more clownish than you did before. Your skin is subtly changing color every few seconds, and yeah, resistance to everything. Yuck, yuck. Alright, hippies. Mushrooms here. More local weed extract, which is also really good. Like, whoa. You recognize this. It's the extremely hallucinogenic Lactarius dirtyhippica. You carefully pluck the Lactarius dirtyhippica out of the ground and stow it away. It's a pale mushroom covered with a powdery layer of spores and lit from within with a subtle glow. Wow, it's a lot of mysticality. Which doesn't help me. I guess it is still magic defense. Someone lost a very dirty knapsack. It contains some loose bits of granola and some very, very dirty clothes. Oh, and a map. Oh my gosh, they're giving me so many dirty hippicas. This pile of bones is wearing some shredded necromancer cultist clothes. You grab everything that isn't nailed to the bones, and then you grab the bones. This is a sticky note with a magic word written on it. Poor security practice. Oh, and there's Grutch. Grutch is the guy that we let kill the cultists. Can I read this sticky note? The note says abracadabra. That's gotta be important. You stick the note in your journal. Look at those mushrooms. I think this must be the cave Roy described to us. Don't pick those. See the black spots? Are they poisonous? Worse, they're venomous. So all we found was a sticky note. I wonder. Something happened? El vibrato, okay. Ah, okay. That didn't accomplish anything. Let's go to, Can I go buy some more binoculars over here? Is that who sells binoculars? You find a crate lying by the side of the trail. Its lid knocked off. It has fell off the back of a cart LTD stenciled on the side, which seems a bit on the nose, but hey, free stuff is free stuff. You fish through the crate and help yourself to the meager, but free, contents. Puts out fires, ranch dressing, handful of nails. No, none for sale there. Maybe go back to the very first town, Dirtwater? Somebody sells binoculars. Not him. Oh, that's right. There's also the liquid bread brewing. Oh, hey, it's you. Thanks for telling me about this place instead of arresting me, or shooting me in the head and then arresting me. No problem. I'm not really a bounty hunter anyway, just looking to help people out. Well, you sure did help me out. I really appreciate the opportunity. And things are going pretty well. Not a single yeast monster yet. Heh. What can I get you? Athletic Amber, Brandy Brown, and a Cool Kolsch. And these are all very good drinks. But I am not thirsty. Just making sure there's no others hiding at the end here. No. Maybe there wasn't anybody, or there wasn't anywhere in specific that you could go to buy binoculars. Maybe I was making that up. I know we also had a quest to return to the Humming Cave, so let's see what's in there. The monolith is dark. Insert Oh. Everything goes blue for a second. You gain an effect energized. You're chock full of El Vibrato energy, and you feel like you could take on the whole world, partly because you're stronger and smarter and faster, but partly because you're overconfident. It's not that big of a boost. El Vibrato word for cannon and nuisance. What is this? No Man's Sky? Thankfully, no. No, it is not. Can this accept more batteries? No. Man, I'll be happy when we get rid of this weird vision. So what can we do if there's no, You know what? There were hippies somewhere, right? In one of the forts. We have Fort Treason, we got Fort of Darkness. And Fort Memorandum. I'm gonna try Fort of Darkness. In the front yard of an small adobe building just off the side of the trail, you see a young woman working on a broken water pump. She pauses to dramatically wipe sweat from her brow with her hat. You offer to herp. You offer to help, but she just jerks her thumb toward a sign on the front of the building reading Culligan and Daughter's Pump Repair. All pumps repaired effortlessly and expertly. And continues working on it. You learn a lot about... What? Okay, so she was fixing the pump, I guess. I missed the reference there, I believe. So this has got hippies. Let's see if somebody here knows anything. Here's the Gimme Bones yeah, here we go. You seen any jelly beans? Teeth, jawbone, teeth. It's the pack rat skeleton from the petting cemetery. Oh, okay. You stuffed the pack rat skeleton in your bag. The lady's too preoccupied with the contents of her head to notice. This pack rat skeleton was absent-mindedly stolen by one of the Kurtzites. Gorman will be excited to get it back. You seen any jelly beans? Well, first we must take care to define our terms. What does it mean to see jelly beans? And what if what I see as jelly beans are different than what you see it? Cut the crap before I cut it for you. No, I have not, but I do know that Irene, the newest and, dare I say, the most delightful of our little clan, is particularly fond of them. You might ask her. Oh! Dirty Hippic extract fully opens your third eye. Should I be afraid? You seen any jelly beans? No, I'm not interested in jelly beans unless they're the kind of jelly beans that get you completely blasted. I don't think that's a real thing. No, it is. I heard they got them in Frisco. It doesn't seem safe, you know, for kids. Okay. This is Kurtz's tent. I already did that. Already opened all of these. Hey, where are you, lady? I was told that there was somebody here. Oh, this is her. Okay, yeah. You seen any jelly beans? Yeah, I had some jelly beans recently. I don't quite remember. Oh, they were in my lounge. Where's your lounge? I don't quite remember. It's only there part of the time anyway. What? I don't know. Would you like to buy a mushroom? How very strange. I wonder if buying a mushroom is part of the solution to this puzzle, but somehow I don't think so. I do want to finish this now, though. In her lounge, which is only here part of the time. I hadn't realized, but I thought that I was skipping the third, what do you call it? By doing the, by buying the honey jelly bean from Roy. But I'm starting to think that maybe that is what you're actually supposed to do in order to progress with the game. Which means we're maybe not going to finish today, because we're going to have the whole third section to do. Oh, it was the Lost Dutch Oven Mine where we were supposed to go for more stuff. And we never found where to get the missing shipment of mail. Logging permit, didn't I? Oh, maybe I just didn't... Did I never go back there after finish? Oh, no, we had to sleep twice in order for it to be ready, and I said forget that. Ooh, nest of fire snakes. I'll take it. Got it right here. Bravo! Safe and sound. Thank you kindly, fella. All on a day's work. No buffalo bones or ape skeleton. Let's go to the Kellogg Ranch. Hey, Norwegian Viking. Yeah, this is a great game. I'm really enjoying it and looking forward to playing it again. And probably even, I'm only going to stream 2 playthroughs, but I'm definitely going to play through a third time with the third class. Maybe even more than that. I have so many items now. It's a list of draconian fitness rules the guests of this sanatorium had to adhere to. It's a scale. It's like a ruler, but for weight. According to this scale, you weigh 31 slugs. You don't know how to use the scale correctly. Years worth of height and weight recordings for the ranch's customers. It is the most boring book you've ever read in its entirety. It's a big ruler. It's like a scale, but for height. According to this ruler, you are 5 shonus and 6 stades tall. You don't know how to use this ruler correctly. Oh, I thought that looked a little weird. There's a key ring hidden under the board, the Kellogg Ranch key ring. It's the keys to every door in every building on the Kellogg Ranch. You'll be a serial unlocker. Serial? Really? Serial unlocker. So this, I think, is a reference to Kellogg himself, who was a weird guy who did not start out making cereal. Whoa, hello. So you're a ghost, huh? Yes, it does appear so, and alas, without me here to instruct them in my regimen of purity, all my patients have fled. It's probably not exactly why. They're likely out ravaging the countryside and their own bodies. One cannot have purity of the soul without purity of the body, you know. What's this whole purity kick about, anyway? My threefold path to the elimination of corrupting influences. Would you like to hear about it? Sure, lay it on me. First step I call the purity of the glands. One must rid oneself of all romantic and sexual desires and cease all self-polluting activities. Like what? Smoking cigars? Well, yes, but I'm speaking more of, you know, nighttime activities. Alone. What? Anyway, that's the first step. Okay, what's the second step? Yeah, he originally invented, cornflakes as an idea to, like, have bland food so that people would not become, frisky, as you put it. Among other things. I don't know too much about him specifically. There was a movie that was like a comedy, but also a biography of what was going on with him, called The Road to Wellsville, I think. And I remember watching that movie and being really weirded out afterwards when I found out it was kind of a true-ish story. Okay, what's the second step? The second step is purity of guts. This is accomplished through frequent cold water enemas, yikes, and the consumption of wholesome and nutritious grain flakes manufactured through my personal scientifically discovered recipe. What makes them any different from any other breakfast cereals? Did you not hear me? The recipe is scientifically developed. Alright, what's the third step then? The final step is purity of muscles. I've developed an extensive exercise regimen, including several workout machines that I've invented myself. Neat. And all of this together, what was it? The regimen eliminates corrupting influences in the body, thus purifying the body, mind, and soul. Well, it sounds like a good result to shoot for, and it works? Yes, certainly it does. Why, just look at me. You're dead. Only coincidentally. Uh-huh. So I'm probably not going to go through this, I'm in such a hurry. I'm in such a hurry to get to the end of the game so that I can play it again. Oh, it's mine now. Oh, there's more. Defense. Hey. Yeah, 19th century. That was him. Alright, I'm just gonna take a peek. Whoa, there is a lot of grain here. If you ever need a lot of grain, you know where to find it. I got a perk for walking into the building. Oh, you know where to find an effectively infinite supply of grain. The grain at Kellogg Ranch is at your disposal. Wow. Lots of fertilizer. It's a haystack. Yes. Needles, needles, needles. Endless stacks of grain. You got a bag of mixed grain. Okay, but it doesn't... It's just for a quest, I suppose. Coil of barbed wire? Maybe you can send it to a sick friend or something. Barbed wire is one of those things that pretty much explains what it is in the name. It's got me there. Why did I even look at the description? It was clear what it was. Suppose we'll wander some more. A shot rings out and you duck just in time to avoid your hat being ruined. A skeleton is standing in the road ahead. Arms akimbo, hands just over his holster, ready for another quick draw. Oh, also he is literally on fire. Almost forgot to mention that. A duel, eh? Well, we've missed high noon by half an hour, but I'll meet you back here tomorrow. The skeleton looks at his watch and grumbles, then stomps away. Free experience. The girl in the Fort of Darkness said something about her lounge, but the fact that it only existed half of the time. I could just pay. I hate skipping quests. I hate it. I hate it as much as I hate it in an MMO. Just going, oh, well, I did a little bit of this quest. Now I'm going to abandon it. But there's so much stuff in the third place. I think we're just going to go ahead and go to Roy Bean's house and not... We'll just pay full price for his honey jelly bean and get on with the game. Oh, I should have had her use her... Whoa. Hey, fellas. Just got her instant skeleton kill. Very nice. Alright, hit me, Roy. You hand over the slightly more reasonable amount of meat and get the jelly bean. Honey jelly bean, a rare and expensive jelly bean made from the honey of the Paraguayan murder bee. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eat this jelly bean. You eat the jelly bean and your vision immediately clears. Modern medicine is really amazing. Oh, wait. Let me see those eyes of yours. Yeah, that looks much better. Let's head back to Frisco. A thin stream of smoke over the next hill indicates a nearby campfire, so you decide to check it out. And turns out, instead, to be a man strolling around nonchalantly. He's wearing a top hat, which is on fire. Hey, mister, your hat is on fire. Yes, I know. You don't seem particularly bothered by it. Well, I don't think panicking would solve anything. I guess you have a point, of sorts. So what's your deal? My deal? Well, I'm an artist. I see. So is this some kind of performance art thing? Oh, you mean the hat? No, it's just a coincidence. I'm a painter. Mister, you need to take that hat off. It'll roast your brain. Perhaps, but think how handy it will be for reading at night. I don't have enough hornswoggle, so let's just fight him. A burning man. Haha, it's Burning Man. I am invincible. You won. Specifically, you have won a hat that is on fire. Congratulations. Burning top hat. This looks like it was probably a nice hat before it got set on fire. Hooray. He's an artist, so his brain is already gone. Alright, there was nothing in here except talk to this guy. No, I've already talked to him. I think I really am just supposed to explore nearby spots. So what have I got? The last custard stand. You see the familiar outline of an army fort and zag Coco toward it to investigate. The sign says Fort Unnecessary. Let's check it out. Check all the things out. This flag is flying at half flag. Somebody arranged these cannons haphazardly and left them out in the rain. A harried-looking young woman in a military outfit darts in front of the door as you enter. Oh no, I can't be having any more misfits in this jerk ward. You can either swear to me that you're halfway competent, heck, even a quarter, and that you'll help turn this crew of help sort out this crew of no-hopers, or you can turn right back around and march double time. Sure, I'll help. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that promise. Come on in, I'm Captain Harriet Davenport. My name's Infinite Pie Glitch. What's the problem, Cap? Problems. Welcome to Camp Fubar, where all the Army's idiots and rejects are sent so they're out of the way. I have had it up to my eyeballs trying to run this place. Please help these morons figure out their malfunction so they can muster out of here and leave me in peace. Can you give me some details? It's a lot of details. You'll need to talk to them individually for more information, but the brief is we've got a scout who's blind as a bat, a cook who can't figure out how to make corned beef hash on toast, a guy who can't load and fire a cannon without it blowing up or maybe shooting backwards, a guy who somehow, and for the life of me, I can't for the life of me figure it out, is too bow-legged to ride a horse, and a kid who was sent here because he can't figure out how to tie a bow tie. Oh, and just to put the icing on the cake, we have infinite goblins living in our storage shed. Wow! Okay, I begin to see the scope of your complaint. Pal, you are not just whistling Dixie. So what'd you do to get sent here? You can hear her teeth grinding as she growls at you. Do not ask. Okay, well, I'll just take a look around then. What have I gotten myself into? This guy squints real hard at you as you approach. Howdy, do I know you? Your fuzzy silhouette don't seem familiar. Nope, I'm just passing through. What do you do here? Well, I'm supposed to be a scout, but I went and broke my only pair of glasses. Without them, I can't see a dang thing. I could try to get you a new pair. I'd be much obliged. I hear tell there's a jeweler not too far from here. He could probably grind me a pair of lenses. Just tell him to make them thick as a Dickens. I'll see what I can do. Nameplate on the desk that says General What's-His-Name. The desk is basically empty, but you do find an old medal discarded in one of the drawers. The Medal of Adequacy. Okay. Wow. +7 to all stats? Is this a trick? Is this a jest? Is this a ruse? Spooky resistance or 7 to all stats. Thanks. I can stand getting spooked a little. Howdy. What's wrong? Gee willikers, I had a pretty good job as the general's personal assistant, but I got fired and reassigned here. What happened? Everything was great at first. I'm pretty good at scheduling and I can write shorthand. Plus I'm an A+ boot polisher. But then the general went and decided he'd look more serious and sophisticated with a bow tie, and he expected me to do the tying for him. No good? Nope. I can do a sheep shank and a bowline and a clover hitch, but for the life of me I can't get a bow tie to look right. The general sent me out here with one to practice on and said not to come back till I got it. Is this... what's the, This, I'm guessing, is a parody of... not MASH, but something. Okay, here, grab the two ends like this, right? Then you want this side a little shorter, and the end crosses over the top, and then under and up, while the other does sort of a zigzag, see? Then you bring the upper bit straight down and back around, and it folds under there, and then you pull them tight. Got it? The two of you go back and forth a few times until he finally gets it right, without poking himself in the eye. I think I've got it. Thanks a lot. Wait till I show the general. Runs out of the building, right, waving the bow tie in the air. Let us continue to get more... grit. All the grit. It would be cruel to loot these people's supplies. Howdy, Private. Cooker. How appropriate. Well, it would be if I knew how to cook, like even a little bit. What seems to be the trouble? We've only got 2 ingredients here, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to combine them. What are the ingredients? Corned beef hash and toast. What if you thought of the toast as a shoe? He nods, seeming to understand where you're going with this. And think of the corned beef as... shinola? Oh, of course! I put the corned beef on the toast, just like a shinola on a shoe. I get it now. Thank you. I don't know what shinola is. You shouldn't take their food. They'd probably never be able to get any more. This horse has 4 left legs. Howdy, they call me Private Bowlegs. I can see why. You seem uncomfortable. You ain't kidding. Look at my legs. They're bent so far out I can't hardly touch both knees at once. Walking hurts like a Dickens. The captain said it keeps you from riding a horse? Yep, they're too wide. Horse slips right out between them. Huh. I think I could ride a mule, though, what with them being a tad lower to the ground. Oh, wow. Bend his legs back with 45 muscle. I probably have something I could eat or drink to get that. Alamo, rent a mule. No, let's solve this problem with muscle. Oh, I need one more muscle. There we go. Pardon me, sir. You don't need a mule. This is fixable. Hold still a minute. Huh? Well, okay. With some grunts from you and cries of pain from him, you normalize his legs. Ow! Great jumpin' Jiminy, man. Ah, don't be such a baby. Look, they're much straighter now. I guess I can't deny that. He winces as he mounts the nearby horse and rides out of the camp. Hooray! We avoided a mission. Howdy, what's the haps? I was supposed to be a cannoneer, but I'm terrible at loading cannons. They always explode, except not the way they're supposed to explode, or else they don't explode at all. Huh. The only time I ever got one to fire right, the cannonball knocked my sergeant's hat off, and he was standing behind me. I still can't figure out how it happened. So they assigned me to this loser squad and said I can't report back for a proper duty until I figured out how to load a cannon right. I don't remember how or where I got the book, Cannon Loading for Idiots, but he can have it. Here, maybe this will help. Oh, huh. Well, let's see. He flips through the pages, which have big numbered diagrams. Oh, I do remember! It was like, so simple that it was offensive to read. Oh, you take the stick back out before you put the cannonball in? Well, that certainly sounds easier. He follows the directions along with the book and successfully fires a cannonball over the wall of the fort. I did it! Wow, great! Thanks a lot. I'm gonna go get my new assignment right now. Cool, good luck. Important gun storage, no goblins. Naturally, the shed is crammed full of goblins. To the ceiling. They're barely recognizable as individual goblins. You try to talk to them, but they're just babbling insanely. So I think we solved everyone's problems except for him. He needs us to go to a jeweler, get him some glasses. Off to one side of the trail, you spot a goblin digging in the sand with a little shovel and pail. Hello, I am clams digging. Clams? Clams not being in desert. Clams is ocean things. Ha ha, showing what you knowing. Clams ocean fish being, like slugs with shells having, not in deserts. Oh, yes, smarty human, looking at this then. They pull a large piece of shiny abalone shell out of their pail, which, while not exactly a clam, is indeed an odd thing to find in the desert. I shall take it from you. You successfully beat the heck out of a goblin clam digger. And nothing is ever going to be as good as that badge. Jewelry shop inside. First, I'll find some things to flush and steal. Eyebrows, okay. We're looking neat and tidy. Oh, this appears to be their dining table, but they've left out a stack of magazines for customers to look at while they're all waiting. They're mostly in Goblin, though. Most of them are Goblin celebrity gossip, and the crossword puzzles have already been filled in. This is the Goblin's bed, maybe? Oh, hello, a customer. Why, hello. Welcome to Master Gerald's jewelry shop. Howdy, are you Master Gerald? Oh no, Master Gerald is there at his workbench. I'm just his assistant and translator. A goblin jewelsmith? You betting your breeches, sonny, and not forgetting it. That's right, he says he's the finest jeweler in the territory. Well, what do you know? I don't see anything on display, though. Master Gerald only does bespoke work. If you bring in a sufficiently valuable gemstone, he'll craft it into a fine ring for you, for a fee. No trash rocks. I need a pair of eyeglasses for a nearly blind watchtower lookout. Can you guys make them for me? The clerk translates the question for Master Gerald, who thinks about it, and then nods. Having some old soda bottles for grinding down, should working fine. He says yes. We have some glass of the finest optical quality. Is 500 meat acceptable? Maybe later. Oh, and I have an emerald? Alright, so let me... I need some meat. Just a little. You ride past a woman who is running along a desert trail on foot, although I say running, it's a slow run with an odd loping gait. She's dressed oddly too, no hat, just a thin strip of fabric tied across her forehead, light clothing, and strange, soft-looking boots that barely come up to her ankles. Everything all right? Are you running away from something? Something pretty slow? Like maybe a desert tortoise, or... No, I'm jogging. What? Jogging, I invented it. It's like slow running. Where I'm from, we just walk. It's better exercise if you go faster. Not fast enough to actually get away from anything, though. But full running wears you out. That isn't as healthy. It's healthier than being eaten by a bear. Look, I'm not being chased by bears. I've never been chased by a bear. Yes, that's obvious. You're alive and not mangled lumps. This is about physical fitness. Bears aren't an issue. Okay, you're right. Thank you. There aren't many bears out here in the desert. Pack of coyotes, though, you'd be in real trouble. This is a frustrating conversation. They'd tear you to shreds, even without those goofy-looking shoes. Hey, I designed these myself. They are not goofy. Alright, I apologize. Fine, good. You should probably learn to run for real, though, just in case. Ugh, I'll take you up on that right now. She starts to jog away. You're still doing it wrong. I hate you. Goodbye. Hello, sir. Hi. Well, howdy there. Welcome to the last custard stand. I'm Custard Man Stan, and I make custard like only Custard Man Stan can. Care to try some? Tell me about your custard stand, Custard Man Stan. Not much to tell, just a plain honest custard stand selling plain honest custard. But it's the last one? What, like the last one before you get to Frisco, or... Last one in the whole territory. Heck, last one in the whole world so far as I know, but I can't swear to that. Are you sure it isn't the first? Yep, because the first was also mine. It was farther up north. Whole dang operation was ate by wasps, sand and all. So can I can sell things, and I have many things. This is always terrifying, because I don't really want to sell... Okay, this is one of those haunted books. I'm fine with getting rid of that. I'll have another run where I do all of those things and probably turn into a demon. These things are no longer exciting. Well, I'll hang on to the pistol damage one just in case. I have so many things. Oh, okay. It tells me if I have it equipped. Don't need this. A lot of silver bullets, but... Trying to get up to 1,000. Also, what was he, selling, by the way? Chocolate custard, Moxie plus nut. That's a good meal. Definitely not selling any of my spittoon things. Oh, I have so many of these. There's somewhere I can turn... Just sell it. Thank you, game. That is very helpful. Now I have 1,000. You find a rough wooden cross stuck in the ground with the words "some jerk" carved in them. I guess it's a grave? Oh yeah, it's definitely a grave. Check out this grave stuff. Burial whiskey. In the West, it's important to stay drunk all the time, even if you're dead. The clerk invites you to have a seat in their living area while Master Gerald gets to work cutting and grinding some glass into lenses and setting them into wire frames. You flip through a Goblin magazine while you wait. The lead article seems to be about social interaction with humans and the value of occasionally pretending to be dumber than you actually are. Okay, close enough for government working. Master Gerald has completed your spectacles with the utmost degree of craftsmanship. Here you are. The lenses in these spectacles are so thick you reckon they'd let a feller see behind himself. Thanks. We also get this emerald turned into something? Bah! All of trash and garbage being. Master Gerald apologizes, but there's nothing here he can work with. Alright. I like that. Although, what is it replacing? I probably already have a pretty good... No, I can replace this. Oh my wow. Oh my wow. 9 AP? Nuts. Alright, That's so much AP. I also didn't realize I have 1,000 experience to spend now. Let's keep on keeping on with a little bit more... We'll do one... No. No. Now we might as well... Don't need more. I'm gonna buy this just because. And then maybe we'll save up for... In fact, I already regret it. I want to save up for Hornswoggle in 5. See what happens. Okay. This is nice, relaxing music, too. The sort of... Here, try these on. He takes the glasses and puts them on, then looks around, blinking. Well, I'll be. Never realized what a dump this place is. He runs up to the top of the watchtower and peers out over the countryside. They work! I can see a dang thing. Hooray! Now we're gonna have to help her, right? Great job. That's everyone dealt with and out of here, and that means I'm finally out of this hellhole too. If we ever cross paths again, I really owe you one. Captain Davenport frisbees her clipboard, snaps you a salute, and marches out of the fort. All in a day's work. No, I never got to find out what her problem was. Well... Moonshine still? Find a makeshift grave. The wooden marker has been carved with the epitaph, not from around here, but a real square little fella. Jar of moonshine under the spout. Made from real moon. That... My liver is full for the day, but that is a great drink. I wonder if there's some kind of consequence to drinking it. What's this thing? Well, it looks like a whiskey still, except weirder, and there's some extra bits here I don't recognize. Big surprise that you turn out to be an expert on stills. Hey now, I am a doctor, remember? I know a thing or two about chemistry, and a still is basically the second simplest application of chemistry equipment there is after a coffee pot. Okay. Oh, ha ha ha! If we had moon bits, we could turn moon into moonshine. Now there's nowhere else to go except for rent a mule, which I no longer need to rent a mule from. Let's go there instead. You see wisps of smoke rising above pines nearby and spur Coco to investigate. The source is a little shop nestled deep in the forest, almost as though the proprietor doesn't want customers to find it. Holloway's Hideaway. This barrel used to have pickles in it. Now it just has nasty old pickle juice. Howdy. Name's Holloway. Hab Holloway. Sorry for the chittering. Ain't seen another person in a long time. That's not surprising. This place is pretty secluded. What do you do here? Mostly I sell pine cones to squirrels. He frowns. Holloway chews on something he had stored away in one of his cheeks. Let me see what you're selling. So we could have bought a clip-on bow tie in order to, like, if we didn't have enough whatever stat to teach that guy how to tie a bow. Buy a pine cone just in case? Yup. Well. Oh, squirrel droppings. It's nasty work and you're not entirely sure why you're doing it all the way out here in the wilderness. You see a sign off the trail reading Deepest Delve Mine, 3 miles ahead and 4 miles down. We shall immediately go there.